Hello, friends of Skele Vader. All right, it's been a while since I've done a live by myself. Oz, I was setting up tonight. Ostradamus Toys is in the house. That's awesome. I was setting up tonight, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. This is weird. I used to do this all the time, and now it's like it's a little strange. But it's good to be here because I have some really cool stuff to show off. I know I'm grabbing some of you from the live toy anxiety that's going on right now. So sorry about doing that. Let's see who's here. We've got Collecting Classics is here. That's awesome. And actually, here you go. Here, right? Awesome. Ostradamus Toys, the Wizard of Oz himself, is here. Gamer Bud, welcome back. Good to see you. And all right. Okay, look at this. All right, let's go. Let's go, Kay. All right, good. All right. And we got Masters Maniac Mexico. Good to see you. Good to see you. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, oh, okay. Thank you. Enforcer. Thank you. I don't know how I would know that looking at, I mean, I just want to try and pronounce QPN for, oh, Enforcer. Okay, I see it. All right, good. That's great. All right. And we've got Home Cinnamon. All right, welcome. Nice to see you. We got a new visitor tonight. That's great. Want to see that? All right. Collecting Classics. I know. Okay, so I got to tell you, I don't often do trades, but the other day, last week, in fact, I was going through some of my old stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'd been gathering together a few items, and we're going to talk about that in a future episode. But to trade at the Vault, which is a local toy place here in Fresno, which is close to where I live. But hey, listen, we've got this guy responded to a picture I posted on Facebook of my collection on Instagram and on Facebook, and he responded. His name's Mike Alexander, and he responded right away. He's like, "You should check out my Beastman shop." I was like, "Okay, what's that all about? Is he got like a store that's just Beastman stuff?" I mean, oops, this way. I love Beastman. Beastman's one of my favorites. So I responded and I was like, "Oh, well, how can I find out about your store? How can I check out your store?" And he's like, "Well, I just, I do trades and sometimes I sell stuff online." And he said, "I just have a bunch of Beastman stuff." And so I was like, all right. In my mind, I'm like, I got to talk to this guy. What do you got? He sent me a bunch of pictures, and right off the bat, I saw several things, or two things in particular, that really caught my eye. And so I was like, I just looked at my stuff. I started sending him pictures of things. I even went up to the store and got something that I think that he mentioned that he wanted. And he was like, all right, well, oh, here we go. Oz. Beastmania. Wait, let me post this here. Beastmania. Awesome. That's right. Absolutely. And Terrence St. John, welcome. So yeah, he was really responsive, and I sent him the pictures of things, and we decided on a trade, and I was beside myself. And in fact, I was so beside myself with excitement that I thought this can't be real. So I thought, okay, you know what? Worst comes to worst, I send the stuff out. Somebody gets some toys, and they disappear completely, and they get some toys. I'll have my feelings hurt a little bit, but it'll be fine. So my anxieties drifted away, and because he got his package, and he immediately sent the package to me, and within a week, we both had the stuff we wanted. And let's have a look. All right. I'm going to start with the small things first because I'm equally excited about those. So I'm going to take a moment and say hi to everybody. All right, collecting classics, Beastapalooza, that's right. And I want to give a nice shout out to Scott Baker. Thanks so much for being here. And Terrence St. John, thanks for being here. Masters Maniac Mexico, thanks for being here. Home Cinnamon, thanks for being here. Let's see. All right. And trust me, part of what I'm going to talk about tonight, it's a two-parter. So the second part actually relates to something that was announced today. So this is relevant in some way. This is a relevant conversation in some way. All right. Yes, Beastman is the best man. Absolutely. All right, here we go. I'm sorry to put you all get you all excited about this too, but I'm excited. And I already opened the package. It came in an Amazon box. I already opened it just to make sure that what I got was what I was asking for. So we'll start with the small stuff first, okay? So I'm usually, until lately, until Origins and Masterverse figures came around, I'm usually late to the game. And when I first started, I know that some of you already know, I'm pretty wildly enthusiastic, actually, about the Masters of the Universe reaction figures that Super 7 put out. Now, those, I know there's mixed feelings about that stuff, but I love them. I mean, I love the Kenner Star Wars figures. I love how simple they are, how a little bit wonky they are. And so I've always been a fan of the reaction figures. And I have the traditional Beastman, and I have the Beastman in the yellow armor that comes with the weapons pack. But these two I wanted for a long time, and I haven't been able to afford buying them on the secondary market because they've been fairly pricey, and I've had other priorities. So the first one I want to show you here is the Grayscale Beastman that I got from Mike, and he's awesome. I just love that he's black and white. Like I can put him in the middle of I can put him in with my Igor from Young Frankenstein Mego figure and take a picture. So I love that he's black and white. Grayscale. All right. So starting with him because he's exciting, but he's like sort of on the scale of excitement. He's right about here. Right below that, this was kind of like an extra piece that he threw in, but the Hot Wheels Beastman car or vehicle is pretty cool too. Look at his grill. It's like metallic, really cool. The horns around there, very awesome. Very cool vehicle. Definitely keep that around. But right up here, second to my there, I guess it's kind of like right on the same level of excitement as the last thing I'm going to show you is yeah, totally. I could yeah, he could be in the Universal Wolfman movie for sure. That's right. And Masters Maniac Mexico said, "Oh, I love the Hot Wheels. Found the complete box set a while ago." Yeah, I did. I gave my nephew the complete box set of Hot Wheels because he loves Hot Wheels, and I thought that's a good way to get him into Masters of the Universe stuff. And he loved them. So I didn't get him for myself, but I'm really happy to have him because this was my favorite one from that batch. All right, this is the thing that's I'm really excited about, folks. The mini comic Red Beastman. I never was able to get him in classics. I love the classics Beastman. I would love to find him at a reasonable price. The all red Beastman based on the mini comics colors when he first appeared. But now I've got the reaction all red mini comic Beastman from Mike Alexander. So Mike, thanks so much. You've made my dreams come true with this guy. Now, this is awesome. So dramatic pause for the piece de resistance. This thing, I knew that there was, I know that there are a lot of color variants for Masters of the Universe 2000X, Mike Young cartoon that came out 2002, 2001, 2002. I know there's a lot of color variations. The Beastman figure has always been one of my favorites from that line, but I always wanted to find at a reasonable price the color variant. So he has the green fur around the collar and the green fur loincloth, but this one's even better. All right, slow and steady. And it's even in a protective clamshell case too. So Merman, mispackaged Beastman from the Snake Men variants that came out in the 2000X series. What's up, Vintage Motu? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. It's great to see you here. Now, isn't this gorgeous? Sorry about the glare, folks. Let's see if I can find a way. I'm going to take it out of the clamshell here so we can get a good look at him. I'm not gonna take him out. I'm going to leave him on card, just because I feel like this is just an awesome piece. I know there are other more valuable items out there, but dang, this thing's amazing. And it's labeled Merman, and we've got the green and red, like Christmas colors Beastman, really. This is so cool. Let's say hello to Thanos Copter. Good to see you. Man, this is and Vintage Motu, you should definitely, in the chat, promote your podcast. It's amazing. Go ahead and put it in there. Let's get people listening to your podcast. But this thing, I'm super stoked about this guy. And the card back is correct, but the label down here is incorrect. And if it was any other character, I would have thought, oh, that's cool to have. But these are two of my favorites, Merman and Beastman. Like, in my opinion, it's very hard to get a better mistake than this. This is so cool. So cool. Yes, Oz, Yule Beastman, absolutely. So this is very cool, right, folks? I just am so excited. And now I feel like I should have waited to the end of tonight's episode to show you this, because the next thing I'm going to show you is cool, but not as cool as this. Yeah, so those folks that haven't listened to the Collectors of Power podcast, Vintage Motu just plop that down in the chat. You should all go listen to them. I've been listening to them on the app on my iPhone, the podcast app. Forgive me for not knowing the proper terminology, but I've been listening to it, loving it. So I've got, I've listened to them, listening to Legends of Grayscale podcast, listening to Podcasters of the Universe. You should all be listening. You should all be listening to that stuff. But this is so cool. I just can't get enough of it. And I can't wait to hang him up in my little toy room I've been working on. And I've got just a few items that are still on card, because I'm an opener. That's just the way I roll. I'm an opener. And so the few items that I do have on card, I feel are particularly unique items. And I've got a few animation cells. One of these days, I'm going to get those things hung up in that room and show them off here on the channel. So the other thing that I wanted to show off tonight, now before I jump into that, I want to say this. I've got two things. that I'm really excited to show off. One, I'm going to save until this Saturday. Ostradamus Toys and I are going to have an episode of Toy Frenzy this Saturday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be talking to Does Machines 84, Robert Amador, who is an amazing and acclaimed customizer. He mostly does customizing work with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we're going to be venturing a little bit out of my territory. I'm sure Oz is like, he's the Wizard of Oz. I'm sure he knows all about TMNT. At least he knows more than me, probably. Don't mean to assume, Oz, but you've got the knowledge, man. It'll be exciting to talk to them, talk to Robert, and Oz and I are really looking forward to that. So I've got this other little item that I'm going to reveal on Saturday night. But before then, I've got another thing to reveal. So I was at Walmart the other day, and yeah, well, you're awesome, Vintage Motu. So there. All right. Yeah. So okay. This other thing, I was at Walmart. We're not used to seeing a lot of stuff in the stores lately. I know, folks, especially in my neck of the woods. I ran across a Merman, Revelation Merman, and I ran across a Revelation Tila. And I know Oz just got a Revelation Tila, and that's really cool. I think she's great. She's the best designed Masterverse Tila we've gotten so far, but I'm going to hold off just because I feel like I am really enthusiastic about the new Eternia figures from the Masterverse line. And if we're getting Skeletor and we're getting He-Man and we're getting Zodak, I'm pretty darn confident that eventually down the line we're going to be getting Tila in the new Eternia line. We're going to be getting a Merman in the new Eternia line. I love my Beastman from the new Eternia line. He's awesome too. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more characters that, and that Merman, if they base that Merman off of the early designs like they've been doing with these other characters, that Merman's going to be phenomenal. And my heart just wasn't in it to pick up the Tila and the Merman. I know some of you are like shaming me right now. But and I wasn't even gonna buy the He-Man. I wasn't gonna buy the He-Man. I get real stubborn about this sometimes. But when I saw the He-Man in the store, I'd seen pictures of him online, of course. Oops, there we go. Saw pictures of him online. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, I'm more of a villains guy. It's all right. But I know some of you can vouch for this. When I saw him on the shelf, I thought that guy's amazing. That guy's badass. And mainly because there are some details that I hadn't picked up on. Primarily, those of you who are familiar with the early designs of He-Man, the Mark Taylor designs and others, you've got the dots on his helmet here, which are reflective of that, and the horns. We're going to get him open tonight. Should we get him open tonight? Somebody let me know. Should we open this guy? I think we're going to open him. Yes. All right, Collecting Classics, for sure. And for those of you who also are new to Collecting Classics and to Ostradamus Toys, you should be checking out their YouTube channels too. Oz, I know he doesn't have, he's working on his first video. But Collecting Classics just posted his second video. So go check out their YouTube channels, like and subscribe to them, because there's a lot of great content coming from them, I know. All right, I'm going to be opening this, folks. Yes, Home Cinnamon. Villains rule. That's right. Absolutely. That's where I get my name. I love my villains. I love my Darth Vader. I love my Skeletor. Gotta love the villains. Evil warriors. Oh, Collecting Classics, I'm wearing this in honor of you. I saw you wearing this the other night. So I'm wearing this in honor of you, buddy. Yes, so we've got that's just one, and there are many elements that are reminiscent of some of these early designs in this figure, and I saw them and I'm just like, dudes, I couldn't resist. It's almost like the new Eternia line is for those of us that really love the sword and sorcery aspect of the early mini comics, and those of us that love that sort of barbarian style artwork and the barbarian elements of the first iterations of these characters. Ostradamus, you've been working on something for me? I wonder what it is. I'm excited. Yes, that's right, Scott. You do have this book. For those of you that don't know, Scott and I both won this. I got second place. He got first place. I thought, oh no, I missed out on it. But Legends of Grayscale podcast had a contest, and he and I were head to head. He won it, and so the Dooch, Matthew Dooch, and Sean Scavarna from Legends of Grayscale podcast sent me my second prize gift, and lo and behold, it was the book too. So Scott and I both got it. So all right, let's get him open. So this guy does all the things for me. It's like he's Viking, he's barbarian. He's gonna look really great next to my barbarian Skeletor. I love this guy, by the way. This guy's awesome. Now, this is particularly relevant, I guess, right? Because the new Eternia comic book series that's coming out that was announced today. I know there are mixed feelings about that too, but I'm kind of excited. I'm excited that they're giving venue to a bunch of different artists, it seems. I'm excited that they're going to explore some alternate paths for these characters. Seems like it's going to get a little dark. Might even be reminiscent of some of the early Conan the Barbarian comics. Could be a little heavy metal influence in there too. I'm excited. I'm excited for the stories and characters too, collecting classics. Ray, I'm excited for that too, man. All right, so let's get this guy. I'm gonna cut some little wires here. All right, so I just passed on the Merman and I passed on the Tila. I just thought, Revelation's a great cartoon. I got the Spike Ore from the Revelation figures. I got the Trap Jaw. I had to do that. Got the Triclops. I feel like without their cult garb, that they're going to fit in perfectly with these figures, with the new Eternia figures. But I also spotted Trapjaw in the comic book images. So, and he had horns. Dang, that's so cool. So we're gonna get him too. I also got the Revelation Skeletor too. I'm just, I love my villains, like I said. I'm just really excited about those, and I'm watching our money. It's like I got to think about my kids and my wife and stuff. So this, I don't think I've been as excited about a new He-Man action figure since Origins decided to give him the original style vintage head. I was really, really happy with that because I wasn't going to buy him. I just wasn't going to get him with that other head. And now I get to indulge some heroes. So this is the alternate head. You've all seen it. I know none of this is new for you all because you're all fans. Alternate head, surfer hair. I might do a little custom mashup with him with that. This is the head that's going to stay on this guy. It has to be. This is super cool. I feel like he's straight out of a barbarian comic. Very awesome. I'm definitely going to put this, and the power sword is awesome too. It's kind of got glittery, It's got glittery plastic. Very cool. A much better design. I know it's not better as in better. It's just it appeals to me a little bit more than the Revelation style sword. Very cool. Put that in his back. Right there. The knife that goes in his boot. So cool. So cool. Wait, does it go in? Yeah, it goes in. Okay, it's a little tight. All right, so I'm really happy that the boots and the ankles are tight on this guy because my my barbarian Skeletor, I had to glue these two parts back onto his legs because they were falling off. They just wouldn't stay in. That was a big disappointment. And rather than spend money on another one, I just thought I'd glue it together, which I'm cool with. And got the axe. He's gonna look. This is how I'm gonna have him, folks. I'm gonna have him with the axe. With his, he's frustrated. He's showing his strength. This guy's rad. This guy's great. Give that man an axe. That's right. All right, we got Home Cinnamon does custom figures. That's great. That's awesome. Home Cinnamon, down below, you're going to see my email address. Feel free to send some pictures because Oz and I are planning to do an episode later on of what people have been making, people that watch our show. So, if you do custom figures, that's cool. If you make dioramas, that's cool. Send some pictures. I'm compiling some pictures over time. Yes, definitely Death Dealer vibes for sure. A little bit. Yeah. Havax will travel. That's right. Yeah, I love this version. Love this version. This is great. He looks fantastic right next to King T. These guys are going out to break some skulls. Yeah. This is a good team, right? This is a good team. Maybe I'm changing my feelings about the heroes. The more options we get with these characters, the more complex they become, the more interesting they become, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Filmation cartoon. My wife and I have been rewatching all the episodes. We're just finishing up season 2, so we're on the last episode is tonight. We're going to be watching it. Excuse me. I've got remnants of a cold. That's why my voice is a little strained here. I'm realizing the older I get, and the more and more I really miss the thematic elements of the earliest mini comics. And so, for those of you, if anybody here is watching that's helping produce the Netflix movie or the Amazon live She-Ra series, let's bring in some of the barbarian elements, some of the sword and sorcery, a little bit more. But yeah, this guy's great. And Revelation did a little bit of that too, which is cool. Yeah. So look, we've got mini comic Beastman and Viking He-Man. And just in time for the Halloween season, Universal Monsters Beastman, right? And then just in time for the Christmas season, Yuletide Beastman and a merman packaging, merman packaging. Very cool stuff. Yeah, so this was a great week. This was also my birthday week, so I feel like the stars aligned for my birthday, bringing some new stuff to me. I got myself a little birthday gift, the thing I'm going to reveal on Saturday night during Toy Frenzy, Oz and I. Yeah, Krampus Motu. Here we go. Look at that. Oops. Krampus Motu there. That's right. Good one, Oz. And thank you all for the birthday wishes. Just turned 46. Getting older. That's all right, Thanos. Which one? So I technically got 4 Beastmen. I got the Hot Wheels car. I got the Grayscale Reaction Beastman. I got the mini comic Red Beastman. And I got the. I'm gonna take them out of the. Here we go. And I got the Mistake 2000X Beastman in Merman in a Merman package, but he's got the variant. He's the variant colors, so the green fur loincloth and shoulder harness thing, chest armor. So yeah. I got these from Thanos Copter. I got these from a really great guy. I highly recommend him. Very trustworthy. We did a trade on Facebook. His name's Mike Alexander. If you find him on there, if you go to my page on Facebook, there's an image. I posted an image of Castle Grayskull, the Origins Castle Grayskull with I got Swamp Thing and Mossman and the Mythic Legion's Mossman, and on the other side I've got this Beastman and a couple of other Beastmen. And he responded and said he had a bunch of Beastman figures to trade, so we did a trade. And so he's very trustworthy. Those types of things make me very nervous, but it worked. It worked. Yeah, it is a rad 2000X Beastie. Mint on card. Just gorgeous. A mistake. I love mistakes. I love flaws. Not looking a day over 20. Fountain of Youth. Well, maybe Masters of the Universe is our Fountain of Youth, folks. Vintage Motu, as long as we have Motu, we're all young, I suppose. And Bob, and welcome, Bob. I mean, I think I mentioned you earlier. Welcome to it. First time seeing you in here, I think. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. I appreciate that, and welcome to it. Very cool to have you all here. And Oz, yeah, that's one of the best parts of this community, always trying to look out for each other. Yes. I know I've heard horror stories of like people being scammed and things like that. It's never happened to me, knock on wood. Everyone that I've run across in our community has been honorable, stand up, just very cool. And Mike, I really appreciate the trade, brother. Maybe we can do another one someday. I just have to look through my stuff. I don't have as many things as most people, so I'll have to see what's out there. And I did, Mike sent me a few pictures of things he's looking out there, looking for out there regarding the sort of the NECA releases that have been hitting targets. I haven't seen any of them yet. Haven't been making it out very often as much as I'd like to, but I'll keep an eye out for you. And Bob, that's cool. I'm glad you've been watching. I'm really excited, folks, about, yes, our community is great. We finally, our weather went down to 90 today, which is huge. It feels like paradise out there. Honestly, it's been so oppressively hot, and our garage is where I make my my custom builds, my models of Masters of the Universe play sets. So those of you who have seen those on my channel, just know that I have not abandoned it completely, but I usually take a bit of a break during the summer months unless the weather gets really good, or if I have room to work outside and the gnats aren't getting me, the mosquitoes aren't getting me. And this has been a real rough summer, folks. And so I'm real excited to get in there and finish up the Fright Zone, which I found these. This is how you do it, folks. Don't go out and spend money on supplies and you know, like Home Cinnamon, like probably knows this. Those of you who customize things, those of you who make art, get out there and find stuff on the ground and make your things with that. You know, go to Ace Hardware and buy, you know, reject paint for $3 and make stuff with that. Anyways, I found these on the ground outside. They're like little plastic, I don't know, for like, I can't tell, furniture pieces or something. But anyways, I'm about to build the wooden gate for the fright zone, for the jail, or the dungeon, or whatever that is, right underneath Hordak's face. Been waiting on that. This is perfect because I can set these in the top and the bottom, and the pieces of wood can go inside, and then it'll open and close. Like, I was thinking about buying some brackets. I was thinking about all kinds of different options for that. And I just waited and I was patient. And of course, it had to be because it was hot, but found these. Real excited to put those in once it gets just a little bit cooler. All right. Let's see here. Whoa, the conversation out there. Yes, yes. 115 last week. Yeah, I know. We're having to go out there and exist and work in that heat. It's really rough. Yeah, super hot. Oh, Home Cinnamon is in Vegas. Yeah, ridiculous. So the big drama today, part of the drama, right, is how are people gonna buy that 4-pack? Oz, you and I are gonna talk about that a little bit on Saturday. You know my feelings about it. You and I have been texting back and forth about it. But I think it's, you know, I feel like every Mo Tuesday, Mattel feels like they want to stir the pot a little bit, and if they're not stirring the pot, the fans are certainly stirring the pot. So I've been sort of watching a little bit of the drama here and there throughout the day, a little bit, you know, sneaking peeks during work. But we'll see how it goes. Collecting Classics says 75% are not into the 4-pack, the He-Man 4-pack. That's a pretty high percentage. But I think, what is it? FOMO, fear of missing out, hits people at the last minute. And I think that thing's going to sell out just as fast as some of the other Mattel Creations items. We'll see. That's just my theory. So I think we're going to call it a night, folks. I really appreciate you being here and listening to me ramble on. It's really awesome to see you all in the chat. Goodness, we got a lot of people in here watching. Anybody have any questions for me before we part ways? I'll give you a few minutes. I'm excited about, while you're thinking, if you have any questions for me before we part, I've been thinking, I'm really excited about Collecting Classics, or Ray, I think you mentioned during our live with Mega J. By the way, you should all watch that, folks. We did a watch through of Masters of the Universe 1987 last weekend. And I think you mentioned that one of your friends got a notification for their 40th anniversary He-Man Skeletor 2-pack coming from Mattel. I've been, like, ever since you said that, I've been watching my email every day. And nothing yet. But I'm real excited. Thanks. Glad you liked the shirt. Glad you liked the haul. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Be sure to tune in on this coming Saturday for Toy Frenzy with Ostradamus Toys, me, Skele Vader, and we're going to be talking to Does Machines 84. I think it's 84. Robert, forgive me if I got the 84 wrong, but you can find him on Instagram, DUZ Machines 84 on Instagram, and he does customized Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've seen him do a few other things, but it's mostly TMNT. Amazing stuff. This guy is a phenomenal artist. It's really wonderful that we get to have him and talk to him about this stuff. And oh, hey, Duchess of Darkness, welcome to it. Thank you, and thanks for the compliment on the shirt. So tune in this coming Saturday night for Toy Frenzy with Oz and I. And, you know, the usual thing, folks, click like, subscribe, Tell your friends about the Skelevator channel. Tell your friends that they can go to the Skelevator channel to watch Toy Frenzy, and keep that joy going, folks. Collect for the love of it. Collect for the nostalgia. Collect the things that are calling to your heart. Don't just collect because of a fear of missing out. Collect the things that matter to you, and because they're the things that you're not going to get rid of later on. All right, so thanks everyone for being here. Home Cinnamon, really great to meet you tonight. And Scott, thanks for being here. Bob, nice to meet you too. Oz, Thanos, Ray, everybody that showed up, everybody that's not. Oh, and we also, Mr. Hootie Dean. I didn't see you earlier, so sorry about that. I'm getting it just for the Filmation He-Man. Hey, that 4-pack, I thought that too, because I love the Filmation He-Man that in origin style. Amazing. I really want that, but I'm going to hold off. That's just me personally. I'm going to hold off, see if he shows up later on. He might. Yeah, Bob, Oz, Ray, Home Cinnamon, all y'all, Duchess of Darkness, Scott Baker. I'm just going through the list. Those of you that are watching and not chiming into the chat, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Keep making stuff, keep the enthusiasm going, and enjoy your Motu while it's so hot right now. And not weather-wise, but well, Motu is hot right now. And we got to enjoy it while we have it, folks. And thanks so much for being here. And I just, that's all I can say. Click like and subscribe. And I'll see you on Saturday night with Toy Frenzy and Oz. All right. Thank you.